Good morning, good morning. I'm just trying to get everything adjusted. On my past videos, I have been told that it's not close enough, so I'm going to try and get a better view for you guys. Hopefully it's close enough. There. I don't know that I can get that angle any better. Hopefully that'll work. Anyway, today guys, hello. I haven't seen you for a hot minute. Oh my gosh, it's been forever. I apologize. This is the time of year and I just washed my hair so it's still drying and it's wonky. I don't care. It's Sunday. And I've been getting outside stuff done. I have to dig out all the tropical plants and I have to put away my water feature on the deck. I have to put away deck furniture. I have to empty all the pots, and the pumpkins are all done, so I had to haul all those out, and we had to put a few things away in storage, and we cleaned up the garage, the shop here, so I have more room. I've been doing custom furniture since I've been back, so I've been very busy. So I hope you guys understand. But today, I thought let's do something fun, guys. How about I don't know if you want to call them eucalyptus leaves, but let's do a wreath. And you can do any kind of a background on here. And of course I need a bigger brush. You can do a faux background, you can do a barnwood background, you can do I think I might do I know I did this on another one, like a buffalo plaid type background. It's just going to be, grays and blacks. And my rag there. So, I get my white. Thought I was ready. I was going to go ahead and start, but let's do a little bit of a background. You guys can do just about anything. But let's go ahead. I'll lift that up. Oh, it's getting stuck. Okay, I'm just gonna do a hash thingy like this, and you can fill it in. You guys can do barnwood. You can do anything. I'm just mixing white and black. Kind of give it that buffalo plaid look. And I'm just not doing nothing, no rhyme or reason here. Just making the lines, but I want it completely covered. I want it finished completely in, so we'll probably we'll blend it in a little bit more. So it's just very random. Probably add some more. I hope you all have been well. Just kind of step back and look where your empty spots might be. You guys can do a barnwood look, and I can do another video on that. Because actually we will be painting, what I'd like to do, of course, right now is the season, is a birch wood branch with a cardinal on it, or a birch wood branch with a chickadee. And then I want to paint a little red truck. And, those really cool, fun pictures about this time of year. So I'm coming down to the end of the season for the furniture. because I don't really want to run my heater. I can run it. Today is very windy, but it's going to be a nice, unseasonably warm day for November. But I'm going to come back with some white. If you guys don't like this, don't do it. I want you guys to like whatever background you want. So if you want to, go ahead and restart this video once you get whatever kind of background on it you want, okay? More black, I think. So, anyway, back to my story. Ooh. Yeah, when Nebraska gets 20 and 30 below, this heater does not keep up. And I don't have it running all the time, so I just turn it on when I come out. So I will be going live in my inside studio, my basement, aka my basement. I'm just kind of filling in these really white gaps. I don't like those, so. So that was the other thing we did, actually. My grandson, Tyson, helped me haul a whole bunch of paints down to the basement. I actually had to go back down this morning and get my brushes. I forgot. I didn't really want to take my brushes down, but I forgot. So, so I think I have one more custom piece to do next month, and then I'll be done. People can put their name on a list for the spring, starting the furniture custom work. I have a piece over here in the corner that I kind of wanted to get to, but I don't think I'm going to be able to unless I take it inside and work on it, and I don't know that I want to really do that. So that one I might, unless we have unseasonably warm weather throughout December, after I get that last one done, I might start working on that one. And I kind of wanted to, that's the survey that I did on, you know, which one you liked, gold with black or silver with black. And I'm going to go with silver and on this piece. And I will show you guys how to do stripes, faded out stripes on that piece. So that'll be a furniture tutorial. And you can actually do it on canvas or, you know, any kind of, that technique can be used anywhere. I want to keep blending this. This is getting, I might quit here and just get busy on the, I kind of like it now. Don't forget your sides. Where's this side needs a little more black. Sometimes you gotta look back into the mirror and the camera, and you can see where some spots are. Well, most of this is gonna be taken up with the wreath. So anyway, let's get started on that. Where's my water? Of course it's over here. Okay. All right, we're done with that brush. So let's go ahead and start. Now what you want to do, and you know what, you can do it with the back side of your paintbrush if you want to kind of just eyeball a circle kind of give yourself a guide to go by. I don't like that's not big enough. So I'm going to be drawing those leaves actually right in between there. That's kind of perfect. So just to get started, you want to go with the darker green first. And I'm just mixing black and green. So it's kind of a forest green. Hold on, I have 2 plates here. That noise was bothering me. Okay. So just go ahead and start your leaves, and they're just an oval. That might be too dark. You can see them there, and just start putting some on. You're just doing a heart shape. Just start doing a couple here and there. Because all these empty spaces, you're still going to be filling in leaves. So, and it depends on, I mean, you can make them much bigger. I'm going to go much bigger. Okay. And don't worry about, because I have black mixed in there, don't worry that you have to think you have to do that. That is just because it's just because I have it dabbing in the black and the green at the same time, and it's just coming out that way, so it's not really a big deal. And you can have them overlap, because you're seriously gonna have them overlap, because you're gonna come back with other colors of green in here. And just do you don't have to be real fancy. You don't really want to you don't have to do the leaves like that. Just go down, down, and fill in the middle. Do you see that? Down, down, and fill in the middle. Now if you want to get really fancy, you can put the white on the one side and the dark on the other side, and then your middle green color, and then you'd have your highlight and your dark light all in one. But we're going to leave it like this because we're going to have so many layers of leaves on here that it's going to be, I would just rather do it this way for now. Basically, we're just getting those bottom layers of leaves in there. Maybe one over here. All right, so now let's go to your next brightest green. Let's throw some of them in there. And you can overlap them, like I said, because we're going to come in with even lighter colors than that. So what we want to do just for now is, I'm going to cover up some of that. is we're just building this wreath, basically, okay? Let's go here. That wind is really blowing today. It's crazy insane. You see it coming together? See the circle coming together? Let's see, what do we need? A little bit more light green. Well, I'm just gonna, don't clean it off in the water. I'm just cleaning it off on my rag. So now I'm gonna go back in with that regular dark green again, but I'm gonna add a little bit of white. And you keep looking for these bare areas, and that's where you're going to be adding more leaves, okay? I don't have my hairdryer out here, otherwise I'd probably be blow drying this in between, and I do not have it. But if you want to stop and dry it in between layers or in between colors of leaves, that's perfectly fine. Let's put one here. We're just building and building. Let's put one here. If you want to put that little, you know, like I showed you with that little teardrop, that's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. You want me to show you again? Now, I'm going to show you quick with this other brush. If you get a straight brush, I'm using a round brush right now. I'm just using a round brush. But if you use the straight brush, I'll show you. Okay, see if I got it. All right, with the straight brush, you start at the tip You come down and you're pressing in and coming down. You're starting at the tip, you're pressing in and coming down. So you have your leaf. Da-da-da-da. Bada boom, bada bing. That's that. All right. So moving, keep moving, keep swimming, keep swimming. All right, where do we need, where did I stop here? I'm looking for the gaps. I'm looking for gaps right up there. I need something over here. We're gonna have to come back with a different color on that. I don't like that too much. They were just, I didn't like the direction it was going. All right, let's go ahead and wipe that off. Now I'm gonna go back to that lighter green and I'm gonna add white on that. It's this lighter green here. These are all acrylics, by the way. There's no chalk paint that I'm using today. So these are all acrylics. These greens, if you want to know the greens colors I'm using right now. All right, I'm going to go through the colors that I have. So I'm using Shamrock green and Kelly green for the greens. And I have bright yellow and cadmium yellow for yellows. I have earth brown and burnt umber for a brown. Of course, I have black and I have white, and I think that's all the colors I'm using today. So if that helps you with your paint list. All right, so now I'm going to go with this lighter green. And let's something here. There's a space right there. I'm gonna add it right there. Now, as you layer your other layers on top, have your leaves get a little bit smaller. So they're not as big as these great big ones in the background. So here's some over here. Places. There's a spot. And yes, you are painting over top of other leaves. So that's just giving you that layered look. If you'd rather use the flat brush, that's totally up to you. This was pretty dark down right in here, so I'm going to add a light one down in here to kind of brighten that up. Might bring a light one up in here. Over top of that one. Go really light green here now. Now we're almost gonna go, and we're gonna stay with that lighter green, that brighter green, and we're just gonna go, we're gonna keep adding white to that, and we're gonna go really light green. Add some really bright, and make these smaller. My paints are blending together, that's why I'm getting a muddy look, but I'm okay. I got something in my eye, hold on. But it's fine because I have enough variation here that I am okay with it. Because we can always come back with some white and highlight it. Let's see. Right here. I don't know, I think I might be finished. Let's do another bright one down here. Can you see that? Okay. So now let's go back in with some, the reason why now I did wash off my brush. I am washing my brush completely off, getting all the green off. So now I'm gonna use some burnt umber. Oh, maybe. A little bit of burnt umber. I'm not using much because what these are going to be, I'm going to use a little bit of cadmium yellow. And then I'll come back with some white. But what these are going to be are little, you could either say flowers or even berries. But I'm going to use a little bit of white and burnt umber here, okay? Not a whole lot. So I'm just adding that brown color kind of, you know, in between a leaf. Forgot I had my coffee. So kind of just sit back and look. You want this part to be a little more balanced Put some on the other side of the leaf. What this actually is going to be, you can do berries too, but what this is actually is going to be the base. We're going to come back in with white on top of that. And it's kind of going to give that effect of like little white flowers, kind of like a baby's breath, kind of dots. So you want to sit back and make sure you're not going in a straight line. You kind of want to zigzag back and forth. Let's one here. Let's put one up there. I need more white. Let's go here and then here, maybe even here. There, there. Maybe even on the other side. Let's go out here. But see how this is kind of in a straight line? Let's throw one out here, and let's throw one out here. Okay, let's put one here. All right. Now, we can dab it with some yellow if we want. You know what? Let's use that yellow. You can come back in and tip some of these leaves with this yellow. Do you see that right there? Let's go up here to this one. Okay, I just have that yellow tipped on my brush. And I'm just gonna tip that and give it a little extra color. Those darker ones. There's one back there that almost was lost. That just gives it a little more dimension. A little bit of brown in there, a little bit of yellow. That blends in nicely with your greens. I didn't like how green or brown this one's getting, so I'm gonna come back in the center of that and bring in some more green. Can you see a little bit of the brown? Okay, and yellow just gives a little more color. All right. So now let's go back in with some white. I'm completely cleaning my brush off. all white on top of that brown, that light brown, okay? We're just dabbing it. Not special flowers, just dabbing it. And then, if you guys want, we can, let's add a little bit of red, because we're going to use red for the word. Now you can put any kind of word. You can actually use a stencil to put the word in. You can put blessed, you can put thankful. I'm going to paint joy in there. And if you don't, or if you're uncomfortable with painting, hand painting words, letters, you can absolutely use a stencil. But just remember, if you're using a stencil, let this completely dry. I mean, I would let this set for a day and then come back and use your stencil. But remember the secret, you can spray the back side of that stencil with spray adhesive. Then lay it on there and dab your paint, remember. Dab your paint in there and then slowly pull that off. And then clear coat it and you should be fine. But we are going to use, I'm going to use the same brush. Clean it off. Oh my gosh, I was going to dip right out. I did dip right out of the jar. All right, so we're just gonna go, let's go here. It's not showing up. It's not showing up because it's too wet, it's blending. So we're gonna have to really keep my brush full of paint. And that's just for me, because if you dried in between coats, you should be fine. But a little bit of red, I think I like that. Gives it more of that Christmassy look. I'm just dabbing a little, I'm not trying to cover it up, but I'm just dabbing a little bit over that brown and white. Anywhere else you think it might need it. All right. So on to the center. You guys can do the stencil or your own handwriting. Now, I'm going to make that bigger and more prominent. There you go, guys. So I probably will let this dry. Now just a little bit more of a tidbit. You can come back with your blacks. Actually, for the middle word, if you just do it one color, you don't have to do it red. You can do it white. You can do it whatever color. Let it dry good, and then come back over it with your liner brush, and you can do. Make sure it's wet. And you can do your highlights. Okay. To give it some more depth, okay? Excuse me, coffee burp. I have to switch to my other liner brush. This is... I always use this pinky as a guide, so I put that on the canvas. Now, you can do more highlights if you want. Totally up to you. I'm gonna come back, oh, also, so your other highlights, you can come back in here, and you can throw some of these in here, just like this, to kind of bring that into another dimension. Just pick one side of that leaf where you think the light is shining onto it. Okay, you can go like that with the white, and then you can do the other side of that leaf with the black. Same thing. You can also highlight your letter, your word, with black also if you want that. Just go on the opposite side that you did with the white. So then your black, don't come back and do every leaf that you did the white. Just do an opposite leaf with the black. You don't have to do every leaf. Okay. Just every now and then pick up some black on there. Okay? So you can go around and do all that. And that's it, guys. Have fun with your wreath. Show me your results, please. I'd love to see your paintings. You guys have a great Sunday. God bless everybody. Bye.